Frickin' Bob.
If I had one superpower.
Oh, I forgot to think about this. Let me think about it.
Regulate my body temperature. I'm freezing.
Bryce got a superpower. It's called pressing buttons and making stuff happen on TV. He can do whatever he wants. Look
at him.
hit a button now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, what happened?
Super speed.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
He belongs in Avengers.
Yo, welcome to the Today in AZ After Show. Thanks for spending part of your busy morning with us. We appreciate it. Paul Gerke, Rachel Cole, Van Ram, JQ. Nice spending some time with you. As I may have alluded to a minute ago, we're talking about superpowers today. I got to ask about this real quick. This has been hanging around here for days. Whose is this?
Now look at us.
Scrunchy.
I'm like,
See, girls get all freaked out by this stuff. I'm like, oh, hey, put that on my ear. Girls are like,
Oh,
oh,
looks
you
good.
know, that's good.
You know what? I lost one of those. Yes. Oh.
That's why we can't have nice things around here. Oh, no. What did I do?
You're getting fired for that.
That's superpowers at play right there.
New Avengers trailer just came out. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen this yet. If you guys are big fans of the Avengers series, I haven't seen any of the Marvel movies. I admit it.
Really?
I haven't. I may have seen
surprised.
some like in syndication in passing on like FX or something like that, but I've never seen one in the
Start
theaters.
to finish, me neither.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that we're not excited about it.
good.
And we're asking you this morning, if you had one superpower, what would that superpower be?
Like that movie. What is it? What Men Want?
Oh, what men are
X-ray
women?
vision?
So they have the new one.
Vanessa could have X-ray vision.
Oh, I haven't seen the What Men Want.
Yeah, it's
but
What
it's
Men
like
Want.
the Mel Gibson
Yeah,
movie?
same thing. She could hear everything that the men were thinking.
That's a dangerous
I-
power. You don't want
You
that.
know,
I mean, I don't want to ruin for those that have seen the movie, but yeah, after a while, she got overwhelmed. It was just like, whoa,
yeah.
you know? But just to hear what people are thinking. I always
Okay.
ask the question, what are you thinking? So you just know.
You know what? Let me clarify that
dreams.
so you can
What?
change your superpower.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. Good
Because I
call.
don't want to hear everything that you're thinking.
If you're going to succeed in this world, you have to, one, just not give a crap about what people think.
Especially-
And people are always, so you'd be hearing all that stuff.
I know, you'd go
Oh, nice shoes. Oh, his hair looks stupid. Or, oh, you know, I could care less because, you know, whatever. So, no, I don't want
Curious.
to.
It's just how your mind maybe works.
You would be insane. You'd be
Yeah.
curiously in an insane asylum like this,
Hey, yo,
picking at your
real
hair.
quick, you know what it's like to know what people are thinking? Go on Twitter. Imagine that 24/7, 365.
Go on Paul's Twitter.
You couldn't handle it.
That would be hard. There's another movie like that, right? where they
Bruce
can hear?
Almighty,
Yes,
when
is
he
that
hears
what
all
it-
the prayers.
Yes,
And he goes, I
okay.
need a better system. And so then he goes, Post-it notes. And then the whole apartment fills with the yellow Post-its.
Yes, I
and
remember that one.
He's like, no, this is no good. Anyway, it's a great movie.
Yeah, I definitely would get overwhelmed, but I think it'd be cool for a day.
Just to hear the train of thought. I feel like sometimes we all like know each other's kind of next thought, next word. We kind of have to be on with that.
I think that you'd like just mostly hear things you don't want to hear though. Like I don't want a superpower that depresses the heck out of me.
I would
you
have
know?
to hear what
Like-
you're thinking.
Well, I mean, like,
As a girl, you get the perverted comment.
Oh, right. That's going to be 90% of it. Like,
Yeah.
Or what if some guy's like, oh, you're fat.
right.
Well, that's
I'd
what
destroy
they say
you.
that out loud anyway. Oh yeah, no, that dress does make you look fat.
Man,
All of a sudden, you see
your
like
breath stinks.
people like punching people, and they're like, "What happened? I know what you're thinking."
If Lori in the comment section could have one superpower, it would be to fix Facebook. She says she still can't load her games. It's not been fixed. Mark Zuckerberg, if you're watching, get your stuff together, man.
Good morning to Amber Stocksdale. Thanks for tuning in with us here
What's up,
today.
Amber? Eric says the ability to cure children of cancer forever.
Yes.
Love it, Eric. How about cure everybody?
wanna get
And
serious.
And now you just made
power
me
to
feel
heal.
like crap because it was all about me. You know? I'm like, oh, I could win every gambling hand ever, and donate the money to help
Right,
children
there you
too.
go.
Of
Now you're
course.
talking.
Foreshadow into tomorrow.
Abdul says resurrection. That's a dangerous power, man. Even the genie in Aladdin can't bring back people from the dead.
I love it. He goes to that.
I'm with Denise though. This is a good one. The power to go back in time.
That would be sweet.
There's
But to change stuff or to just revisit a memory? Because I think it would be crazy to go back and alter the past.
Yeah, but you could affect your own past, and then your arm starts to disappear.
The
and,
butterfly effect.
You stopped your mom and dad from meeting, and all of a sudden you're like fading, and you're like, ah.
So there's a lot of really interesting research on that topic, and there's been books and movies made about it. There's nothing new here, but I was actually just reading about that yesterday because there was an article published in Newsweek about how for the first time scientists have found a way to reverse the flow of time. Now hold on, let me explain.
Oh, we're holding on.
This is a pretty complicated thing. So essentially imagine the smallest molecule you can possibly imagine, right? The way that time works is that things always go from a simple state to a complex state. Imagine, if you will, this cup of coffee, right? If you were to take some dye and drop it into the coffee, it will go from a drop of dye, a simple state, to a complex state as it expands into the water. What these scientists have managed to do for the first time is reverse something from a complex state back into a simple state. So imagine dropping the ink, watching it disperse, and then going back into its ink droplet form. That should be impossible. But for the first time ever, scientists with extremely small particles have managed to take a complex state and make it into a simple state, theoretically going back in time.
But what is the objective?
To go back in time.
Yeah, but
And how do you
but with
know
an
this?
object, with something tangible.
Where did you see it on? Or
It was published on Newsweek yesterday, but it's everywhere right now. Go online and check it out. I actually put a link on.
Well, you know, there's stars out there that we see that are dead. There's no more star. They're gone, but the light is still getting to us. So there's a theory going out there that we're the same way. We're going out there. Our past is out there, still existing. We could be long gone. We could be dead right now as we're speaking, and it's just flowing out into the universe.
Well, if you go out far and out fast enough, you could catch up with radio waves that were broadcast on Earth 100 years ago.
Yep.
You just have to go faster than the speed of sound.
Yeah.
You guys.
Anyway,
I know.
sorry.
You guys
Totally
took it
equipped
like
to
a whole.
That's not where we were going with
whole
this.
other level here.
They just leveled up all over that.
I'm just thinking, if you went back in time, the amount of damage you could do.
Right.
By accident.
Or the
By
amount
accident.
of repair you could do by accident.
I had like an ongoing sort of vision thing that I wake up one morning and I'm checking the clock and it's 9/11. And it's 2001, was it?
Right.
And all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm trying to call people, and how do I do this? And you're trying to contact. Oh my gosh, something's going to happen, you know. And I'm watching the clock.
Say something.
Yeah, if you could go back in time, maybe stop something like that.
It's so wild that you just pointed out that of all the things and all the catastrophes that have ever happened in the world, and that's the one you pointed out, because yesterday I had that satellite interview with Howie Mandel at 9/11, and anytime I hear that, it's just an eerie time of day. And just 9/11. 9/11 said 9/11, and you're just like, oh. So,
Someone wanted
that
to
would
know
be
what was
nice
in your
to change.
coffee, Paul. Because we went all deep on everyone.
It's just coffee. No,
It's sports coffee.
I love that kind of stuff, man. I like thinking about things that we can't understand. I mean, there's a limitation of human
sure.
understanding.
Or at
Our
a
brains can only
campfire
process
with
so
with a
much.
glass of wine, a bottle or two, talking like
a
that.
bottle, yeah.
Man,
See,
that's some
such
good
interesting
stuff.
Conversation, and there's no right or wrong in it. You just go deep.
James says he wants X-ray vision.
But to see
What would
to
you see?
the skeleton.
Yeah, he loves skeletons. I mean,
Or
like,
to see bra and panties, because the Victoria's Secret
Yeah.
show has got to be coming up soon.
I mean, I think every 13-year-old boy will say the power of invisibility. And he'll probably, I think any male from 13 to 60 would like to just be invisible. No reason, just hanging out in places I shouldn't be. That's all.
I think what we said earlier, to feel rested at least once a week.
Oh,
gosh.
that would
just
be
once
nice.
a week,
Yeah.
not once a day. But like today, we were like, oh, it's Thursday. Like we're getting through the week, but it's exhausting.
And you know,
Hard
we
to
have
wake up
so
in the
many
middle of the
things
night.
coming up. Like even for the weekend, I was like, I just need to get to this week.
You guys
but
have
then
events.
the following week,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. I just need to get to this week. Like there's just a million things going on. You know,
Sad.
I think of going back in time. There's this new movie out. It's called Yesterday. It's pretty cool. It's about this guy who's a horrible musician. He can sing and stuff, but he's playing these like
A Star is Born?
Kind of.
Oh,
like.
no, different thing. No, sorry.
So he goes and he hits his head. There's a big power outage. He hits his head, wakes up in the hospital, and comes out. He sings one of the Beatles songs to this girl that he likes. And she's like, that's the most beautiful song ever. She's like, oh my gosh, where did you write that? And he's like, it's the Beatles. And she's like, who's the Beatles? And he goes home and he goes onto Google and he's hitting it up and he looks at the Beatles and he can't find anything. He's just seeing stuff on Beatles. So he starts playing all their songs and everyone's like, oh my gosh, you're a genius writer. It's the most brilliant thing. And he's doing all these songs. He's on the James Corden show and they said, well, make something up right now. He's with this beautiful actress and he's like, something in the way she moves.
Oh, man.
And he becomes this gigantic star, but he's trying to tell everyone it's a big secret with his girlfriend. It's like, I didn't write this stuff.
It's not me.
So he's got
Yesterday's great.
it's a cool movie. It's coming out.
Yeah, I like the concept, though. That's pretty sweet.
The Beatles never existed.
Donna says teleporting. Can you imagine a world in which you didn't have to ever wait in traffic on the 10?
So flying, that would be nice.
Flying, but this is without the hassle of having to take to the skies.
Teleporting, we
without
have it. It's called Delta.
Without that upper body strain.
Wait, I love David's superpower to foresee the winning power numbers.
Oh,
Powerball
see?
numbers.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I would do if I could go back in time.
that for?
Forget about anything.
What?
Check the lottery numbers. Play the lottery.
You'd only have to do that once or twice.
Play the stocks. No stocks.
just wanna
no,
keep going back.
I'd buy,
Yeah.
go back to 1992, I would work 10 jobs and all the money would go into Qualcomm stock because I know what happened to Qualcomm when I was in San Diego, man.
I would invest in Apple.
All of it.
Like, and so on. McDonald's.
There's a guy that has 2 stores in the Midwest. It's called Walmart. I heard it's going to be big.
Yeah,
Sam
some people call it
Walton.
Wally World.
You know what I'd do? I'd go find Mark Zuckerberg in his dorm room. And I'd
yes, when he was
hey,
coming up
listen,
with it all.
I'd like to give you $1,000 to help this new thing.
I would put a stop to it.
Will you give me a?
Would you?
I wouldn't
Will you
fund
give me
it.
1% of the profits? Just right there on a piece of paper, and he'll be like, okay, sucker, 1% of my can you write Facebook down? Hey, that's a cool name. Cool, I'll take that. Boom, come back with that piece of paper. 1% of Facebook's
The
worth
Winklevoss twins did that, by the way, and then they were caught up in lawsuits for decades.
They got their money.
The road.
Winklevoss got their money.
If you haven't seen
the
the
Winklevi.
JT, the
The
JT
Winklevosses.
movie. Yeah. My gosh, that's crazy, right?
You know, so part of the problem with going back in time, as you guys mentioned, is the butterfly effect. A flap of a butterfly's wings in Asia creates a tornado stateside, et cetera, et cetera. There's actually been a lot of thought experiments done on this, and scientists seem to believe, right, at least right now, based on our understanding of how time works, is that nature will sort of find a way, and that you can't go back and kill your own grandpa and prevent you existing and therefore prevent you from going back in time. The example they use is if everyone wants to go back and kill Hitler, right? You go back in time to kill Adolf Hitler. Well, then Hitler's mother adopts a child and names him Adolf for the son that she lost, and he goes on to lead the Nazi party. Like, the shortest distance between 2 dots is always a straight line. Nature will find a way.
That's crazy to think about, too.
That
That's a
could get
good one to pick to go back in time.
Little
and
known
try
fact
to
on that is there was a guy that had the shot in World War I. He had Hitler in his sights. There was a huge, horrible battle, and he let him go. Hitler looked at him, and he had point-blank shot. He should have shot him. It was in the middle of a battle. It was nothing. And Hitler just sat there for a while, and then turned and walked away. And the guy said, I can't do it. Let him walk away. Could have saved 60 million lives right there.
Wow.
By killing one, but I don't know.
Brian wants to be like Mystique and change his appearance at will.
Oh, that would be cool. Oh, Padilla.
I
Visit my
know.
wife in heaven. Oh.
Yeah, some of you have some very serious superhero suggestions, and I don't mean to belittle any of you, too.
But to go visit, like to just
Yeah.
go pay a visit and say, hey, how you doing? Miss you down here. I would totally go visit my grandma. She's awesome.
Yeah, I would visit.
Sheena says the ability to get
Yeah.
a handle on my anxiety when there are people standing behind me in line at the grocery store as I try to gather my life and throw everything at the cashier.
You have to throw the tampons and like medicine,
Whoa,
like
whoa.
anxiety medicine. Oh, you know it's followed by the Hershey bar. It's real life, and you're putting all your life's necessities on this conveyor belt, and your life just cycling through. And like, how's your day today? And you're like, did you see the 15 items?
That's where I do self-checkout.
And I'm behind you with anxiety in the
There's no
self-checkout
shame
line. Like,
in
what
my-
is she
my
doing?
Female game.
Oh my God.
All right, guys, let's take a quick break from the superhero discussion and get to our ICYMI. In case you missed it on Today in AZ, one superpower is choosing how to dress those in your bridal party. A superpower that this individual did not have.
Mother of the bride dress fit for the Addams family is going viral this morning. There it is. Take a look at this. There's no real formula for the mother of the bride gown, but I'm sure most people don't picture this full-length, black, sexy couture gown.
That's lingerie.
That is one sassy dress. You won't catch that on Today in AZ. But it's got the Twitterverse in a frenzy this morning. So, Paul, what are the people saying?
Well, you brought up Morticia. I think Elvira also comes to mind. This one from Daryl. I think that's the preferred position if you're wearing that dress.
Wow.
Reclined on a couch
Sassy.
somewhere. Who's the mother? Elvira? This person, Mr. Joseph Teeny, seems to think that this is definitely Cher inspired. You could see the similarities there.
Wow.
Looks like Cher was the model there. Our social media producer, Jess, was laughing at this one.
Wait, what is
Little Leslie Knope gif.
Not like a regular mom.
It's not actually Leslie Knope, but you get it.
Oh,
Sarah, not using a gift to get her point across. Whoever invites me to their wedding next, I 100% promise to A, wear this dress, B, show up during the ceremony late and loud, C, cause an elegant but terrible scene during the reception, and D, throw a full glass of red wine on the relative of your choosing during said scene.
Oh, that is 4 solid promises right there. That dress is beautiful, but yeah, is the mother of the bride showed up in that? My mom would.
I don't know what the right occasion for that dress is, like sexy funeral?
I crashed a funeral earlier. That's from a movie.
I caught it. I got that one. By the way, this cost nearly $2,500 American on Etsy.
You know that's going to sell out. People trying to make a point. It's not about you. It's about the bride. Isn't that crazy to think that a mother would show up to her daughter's wedding wearing that?
No, it's awful.
Was there a message she was trying to send?
Right. Well, and they said, "Oh, are you trying to like hit on your future son-in-law?" Like, I think
Maybe
that's
she was
exactly
trying to
what
find
she
a
was
husband.
trying to- yeah, we didn't say. Is it single mother of the bride? That's fair. Maybe.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen someone wear at a wedding?
Gosh, let me think about
Matching denim jacket and jeans.
Yeah, I think people that just like dress down way too, like I've seen guys show up in like polos and it's like, that's not really wedding attire.
Find a button-up shirt. Come on.
Yeah.
Recently, I saw on social media their acquaintances or friends, you want to call them, they had their wedding, and he is big, the groom's into wrestling, big into wrestling. So they did a whole bunch of themes with wrestling.
No,
at the
themes I
wedding.
think are a different
But
thing.
like he wore the belt, they had like the face, you know, the mustache,
Yeah, like-
fake mustaches, fake beard,
Yeah.
fake
Yeah, if it's a
glasses, like
theme.
all his groomsmen had the same stuff. It was like all out. So for like, how do you convince your soon-to-be
Bride.
wife, yeah, your bride, like, hey, I'm gonna do all this with my buddies, and this is what we're gonna do.
Maybe it's creepy for the honeymoon that night. You know, they both put on luchadora masks. You know, clear the room, the furniture.
Getting body slammed.
Very nice. Release. Release.
Got her in a headlock, or vice versa.
For the first time on the show, I feel like I'm totally speechless. I didn't need to know this much about your amateur
Yeah,
wrestling
you did it.
career.
Give me that five.
Shaka la mano. Mark the time and the
Yeah,
date right now,
Time of
folks.
death.
Paul Gerke is speechless.
I think there are just so many jokes I want to make, and I've got to run them all through the filter to make sure I don't get fired
that
for making
awful?
them.
Yeah.
We were saying that about the show. We're like, moving on. This
Hey, let's fill in the blank, guys. If you've just joined the Today in AZ After Show for the first time, you might not be familiar with our newest game. Think of it as Mad Libs or Cards Against Humanity. We want you to fill in the blank and post it in the comment section below. We'll read some of the funnier or more well-thought-out responses below. This is in relation to Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp being down for big chunks of time yesterday. Facebook was down. I was too busy blank to notice. Anyone want to take a stab?
I was too busy sleeping.
Yeah, I was saying napping. Yeah, I took a nap.
I was too busy with life to notice. Thank
Yes.
you. Enjoying my life.
You're not liking something every 5 seconds. I mean, you get on there and that's all you do. Okay,
I'm on
that's
Facebook,
baby,
folks,
cute dog.
because I have to be. It's
Right.
mandated. I don't like it. Live your life. Get off
I mean,
that
I'm not
freaking
gonna lie,
computer.
I like it. It's become a part of my life. Like I just check it, I see what everybody's doing. It's just like something that I pick up the phone and do. However, yesterday I wasn't aware that it was down. So I was trying to load something on my story and it wouldn't load. And I'm like, what's the problem? So then I restart my phone. Like everything.
You went to like extreme measures. Like I never turn off the phone unless I like literally have to.
Vanessa
And
called
then-
the Cox Internet Company. She's talking to the
So
CEO.
then I was driving around and I heard on the radio, they're like, oh, it's down. And I'm like, oh, that's why it's not
But
working.
see, how funny that people are like, oh, it's no big deal. Well, it is a big deal because it's on television and the radio and all the media outlets talking about it. And Facebook even had to go to Twitter, their competitor, to tell them what the problem was. And I did. I spent 8 hours and I was like, we'll try again later. I'm like, no, we're trying again right now.
Yes.
And I just kept refreshing it and it was ineffective. So don't do that.
I was too busy watching people complain on other social media sites to notice, because the only reason that I even found out about it was because of Twitter and everyone on Twitter making fun of everyone complaining that Facebook is down.
Well, what's funny, Mitch Carr had texted me and he's like, oh, I've been trying to post, parts of the show to Instagram for like an hour.
That name
It's
rings a
like,
bell. Mitch
I didn't know what he was talking
Nick's
about.
car, Nick's
Like,
car.
oh,
He's gonna be here tomorrow, filling in for Paul.
Yeah.
yeah.
I will not be here
Paul's
tomorrow. I'll be at the car show. I'll be here.
The
in
Good Guys
spirit.
car show, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've done Good Guys now for many years. I'm a
That's
staple at
fantastic.
that place. Big
Jimmy and
time.
I have in our contracts that if I'm not here, he doesn't have to be here.
The way it works. Hey, by the way, a guy that I know from many places, and he also works those
From
car
many
shows, Jay Nato. He's awesome. He says he wants the power to heal the oceans. He's a great guy.
Jay
out
and
there.
I went to
Jay.
Horizon High School together.
Jay's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to the same church and everything.
He
He goes to it a
sounds
lot
nice.
more than I do.
Well,
It should be the opposite. I should be going.
you know, we could all probably use it every now and
I
again.
go because I'm.
Yvonne
know
chimed
what your
in. She
version
said,
is.
"Good morning to my favorite news team. Good morning."
That's so.
What's up, Yvonne?
Read into the future. Which
I
is
still
a
haven't thought
double-edged
of
sword.
Superpowers.
Superpowers. One question. Read.
Toilet Man, the power to clean all toilets across
Oh
the
my
world.
gosh.
All
Stop it.
toilets will be the cleanest toilets everywhere. Toilets for the third world. I am Toilet Man.
We had one. We had one.
Once again, I got
And
nothing.
how old are
Is that
we?
your wrestling superpower? Is that your gimmick, toilet man?
Nah, let's have a man wrestle right now.
Oh
Clear
my
the
God.
tables. Me and Paul.
Jimmy, you're out of control
Let's have a
today.
man
It's
wrestle.
not even Friday. It is Thursday.
I need to switch to decaf. This Senka is killing me every
What
time.
do they say?
It's because you went upstairs and got the good coffee.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happened.
What
You
happened?
went upstairs and got the good coffee.
Oh,
Did you
yeah, you
find
brought
it?
me down
The
some dark
double
magic.
roast
Cheers,
blend.
buddy.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers to the good stuff.
No.
To Paul being quiet. Silencing Paul.
I'm sorry, you were
It's
trying to
not
talk
even
for the last
important.
90 seconds?
Yeah, I'll just. Emma's not having her baby yet. It's due in April. I know a
Right.
lot of people ask
Oh,
that.
yeah.
What is this person doing here? Yes, I'm sorry. Emma is just on vacation. She'll be back next week, and then her baby girl's due in April. So
Then she'll be
that's
back a
the
week
answer to your
after, I think.
question, too,
Yeah.
Who's asking?
The week after
1
having
week
the
maternity
baby.
leave.
It's
Slave
like
drivers in this place,
the
yeah.
way they do it in Eastern Romania.
So yes, I did want to answer that for everybody who was wondering this morning on the Today in 8.
Hey, sending some love to your way, John. Says he doesn't need any superpowers, just a kidney to feel better enough to get back to work. Thoughts are with you, my friend. Raising our glass to you this morning.
Absolutely.
And to all of you for participating in the somewhat civil discussion in the comments section. We'll try to do better next time. Today in AZ After Show, 7:30, Monday through Friday, right here. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Mitch will be in my seat.
Yeah.
Give the new guy some love, too, eh?
Yeah.
Or don't.
Yeah.